Hi, and welcome to your 2014 Big 12 football preview. I'm Andy Staples for SI.com alongside Pete Thamel. Some new blood in the Big 12. Charlie Strong at Texas. Can he get the Longhorns back to where they should be as the wealthiest and most advantaged football program in the country?
Can he re-blue the Blue Bloods?
Exactly.
You know, I think, Andy, when you look at Charlie taking over in Austin, there's a couple things. I spent some time there in the offseason. The feeling amongst the coaching staff and Charlie there is like, this is not a rebuild. They called it a retool. And I think that's an important distinction.
They've got players.
They have Jimmys and Joes. And what they've spent the offseason doing at Texas is reestablishing that nebulous thing known as the edge. The program lost its edge under Mack Brown, and that happens in coaching tenures when you get into your 15th, 16th season,
and when you have a bus pick the players up to take them to the practice field that they could walk to.
Correct. I mean, the Mack Brown era at Texas is great, and they should build a statue for him there, but it was the right time for him to go, and everybody knows it. I would think Texas, when they come out this year, they have a decent offensive line. They have 3 NFL-caliber tailbacks. They have pretty good wide receivers. I would expect them to run, because that's what Charlie wants to do. He wants to say, okay, we're Texas. We're going to dominate the line of scrimmage. He wants to bring that superiority that Texas had carried back.
You can impose your will that way. So, speaking of imposing a will, the last time you and I got together for a video up here, we previewed the Sugar Bowl.
Yes, incorrectly.
Quite incorrectly.
Yes.
We predicted that Alabama would trounce Oklahoma, and we were really wrong.
Yes.
So, sorry for that. Now let's talk about.
I'm not going to apologize. If you look at the seasons that Alabama and Oklahoma had,
it was really bad.
It's certainly portended. I didn't rewatch the video.
Terrible. But Oklahoma, using the bounce from that Sugar Bowl win, is now a trendy pick going into the season.
Little too trendy. Kind of like your outfit.
Yeah, I try. Look at that. But what they showed against Alabama with a healthy Trevor Knight, what that offense can do, it seems like it's pretty exciting there.
What you have to sit back and ask yourself, was that an aberration? Or was the Trevor Knight who lost his job in the middle of last season the real Trevor Knight? I think Oklahoma is going to have some problems. I don't think they have the caliber of playmaking receivers they've had in past years under Bob Stoops.
Unless Dorial Green-Beckham's eligible.
Which is impossible. He will not be eligible. There's no human way he is eligible. They should fold the NCAA office in Indianapolis if Dorian Green-Beckham is eligible. There's just no chance. That being said, I think defensively they'll be solid. And look, Bob Stoops gets it done year after year after year. No one produces sort of with the numbing efficiency that Bob Stoops has over the past few years. And give him credit. He reinvented himself. He retooled his staff. He brought his brother back. They brought in new assistants. They got rid of stagnation. Basically, they did a lot of what Mack Brown didn't do at Texas until things got really bad. And he deserves a lot of credit for that. I just don't know if they're the team that comes out of the Big 12 this year.
They do have a legit pass rusher in Eric Stryker, too, which is a hard thing to do in the Big 12 when those quarterbacks are taking 3 steps and firing. He's fast enough to get there and sack guys, and that makes a pretty big difference. But we were talking about this earlier. The Big 12 is deep, and you have to play everybody. It's a full round robin. Do you think that's going to hurt the Big 12 going into this playoff system?
I really do. Their lack of a pure title game combined with the depth of the league. All right, Kansas is a wash. You know, the Charlie Weiss watch is on. Iowa State brought in Mark Mangino as coordinator, but they've still got a long way to go. After that, like, you're not really stunned if any of those teams beats any of those other teams.
I can see TCU, Texas Tech beating anybody in the league.
Absolutely. I think the Big 12, Andy, could be the conference of the Big 5 that ends up missing the playoff this year, and it's because of that quality of depth combined with not having a pure winner coming out of the title game.